Unapologetic, your number one podcast. This is the show where kings and queens tell their legacies and on. So get ready for the gems to drop and pull up to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another great episode on your number one podcast. It's Unapologetic in the building. We have two special guests today. One is, of course, the one and only Miss Cynthia Langlois, the community manager at the Innovation Hub. I love that. That was nice. That was nice. And of course, we have Mr. Williams in the building from Access Health.
How we doing?
These are some really big names in the community, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
I want to I wanted to do something different, especially in, the times that we are now that's unsure, we
Right.
unsure times. Don't put it that way, mildly. But we always find a way to continue to innovate and to press forward.
Mhm.
And so between you two, each one of you have been in the community, have done so many great things. For example, let me get my notes, ladies and gentlemen, because these are like superstars in the community right now. Uh, Miss Langlois. So I wanted to start with you because you are at a constant pull, in my opinion, with so many people trying to contact you for, hey, I need help how to create certain merchandise or certain pencils, papers, but the list goes on, ladies and gentlemen, what the Innovation Hub can do for you. But I'm gonna let Miss Langlois give you more of a detail. But Miss Langlois, um, in this facility, what type of resources do you give an individual like myself who's an entrepreneur, and let's say I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I want to do?
I
What would
feel
be
like
like the
that's
first thing?
yeah, so definitely getting in contact with the hub would be your first step. I love that you have hyped me up so much, but we are truly a team here, and everybody here on the team is an equal partner. And so the hub initially started kind of more as a co-launching space, so people could rent offices or cubicles, and get involved in kind of that ecosystem of being an entrepreneur, small business owner. So there is actually space here that you could rent. And we have a recording studio even here. We have artist spaces. So it's a lot of really kind of eclectic people that have come together here. We also have one-on-one business coaching that we offer. There is a fee for that, but you meet with the person once a week and really talk about what are your goals and work on developing that business plan. We also have grants available here. We've got one right now. It's called Business Accelerator Funds. It's mainly around tech kind of startups and ideas.
Oh
Um,
wow,
and then we
that's
also are,
that's great.
yeah, yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. And then really, it truly is an ecosystem for entrepreneurs and small business owners. The hub is not everything for everybody. So we have lots of community partners that we also refer folks out to. So really, the first step would be give us a call, send us an email, get a meeting set with our team, and then we can kind of take it from there, listening to definitely what each individual entrepreneur business owner needs or wants, what their pain points are, and then making a plan going forward for them.
That's more than I ever imagined getting when I first started my business. I ain't gonna lie. I had to claw my way up to this mountain that I'm on. And I don't feel like it's very high up, but it's high up to me. But but Ms. Langlois, when I came to the Innovation Hub, my first day there, I couldn't get out the first room. And that's being honest because of all the different brands and ideas that I saw there. It was amazing. You know what I mean? It was like these are some companies that I go to for my shopping that
Mhm.
are coming into this facility to utilize and to even and grow and learn from themselves. So it's more than just I want to say the little guy, the beginner type of person. It's for all levels of people all across the board. And so I have one more before I hit Mr. Williams. I'm gonna hit him with a good haymaker. So I'm gonna let him get comfortable. But I wanted to ask, how does it go about supporting the community? You know, because before a person, sometimes persons don't know that this is here. And they're like myself running around spending a substantial amount of money. Wish we could get it back, but it's a learning curve. So it'll come back in the later days. But during that time of stress, it's like what are sort of the things that the Innovation Hub do to in order to bring back not to bring back, excuse me, to get that information out to the community.
So, well, what the one thing they did was hire me because I'm the community empowerment manager. So, really, what my role is really getting out into the community and talking with people about the services that we offer, the connections that we maybe can help make for an entrepreneur, small business owner. But we really want to get out into all communities. We received a grant from the MEDC about a year and a half ago. And the
Wow.
purpose of that grant really is to get out into all the urban as well as the rural areas because we're really good with kind of being Muskegon centric, but our services could get provided anywhere from Ludington to Holland and a little bit over towards Kent County. But it's definitely in all the communities that we really want to make sure folks are aware of what we're doing.
And in your opinion, what has been the impact on your work since you began this journey?
The biggest impacts. The thing that I've been most excited about is we had also $200,000 from the same grant to give away. And
Wow.
so, oh yeah, just, some chump change. And so we've been working for the past year and a half of getting that information out to the communities, and getting folks excited about, well, if you got $5,000, what could you do with that? And really listening to the impact that it could make to some of those small business owners. And it's been significant. We've had folks that have been able to buy equipment or marketing materials or packaging facility, machines. And so it's
Wow.
been really exciting to watch some of those changes that have happened to some of those small businesses. And we've got some of those stories posted on our Facebook page, not with our most recent recipients because they haven't gotten the funds spent out all the way yet, but we've had some fun stories and I've gotten to see new kilns and new conveyor belts and all sorts
Wow.
of really fun and
That's
exciting stuff for some of
amazing.
these businesses. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams,
Hmm?
how you doing?
Good, good.
Oh man. Now, you're in Access Health.
Yes.
Now, can you give us a little bit about what you do in that organization?
Yeah. So at Access Health, I'm the community program coordinator. So I work directly with the community program manager, which is Hillary Ross. And I'm the middle nice guy, pretty
The
much,
the middle nice guy.
the
That's
middle nice
that's
guy.
new.
I'm the nice
Absolutely.
guy that connects the community to Access Health. Access Health serves as the backbone organization for right now only one community-based group. We were over two, but funding and everything. But
Okay. Okay.
yeah, really, my job is to find out the needs of the community, get with our management team, and see what programs and projects we could come up with to address these needs that might come across in the community.
Man, you shoot, y'all, that's a mouthful in three. Uh, that's but all of that makes total sense. It's almost as if you do the same thing as Miss Langlois, just in a different
Yeah.
capacity.
Yep, yep. Just on a little bit smaller scale, because
Yeah.
we have our
Okay.
blueprint space here located in Muskegon Heights, and it's kind of like a small version of the Innovation Hub. It's a little bit more grassroots. basis run by community members. So we take a lot of different, we have listening sessions and take that input in, and we use that to form the
Wow.
classes that we do for the year. We actually partnered with the Innovation Hub on a series of business classes, and it was all geared towards the community. It was based off a listening session we had. And I said, okay, these are the things that I'm hearing that they need. So I partnered with Cyndi and we put a whole series together. It was great. I actually got sent her an email because we want to run it again in the winter and fall. So
Love
That's
that.
what's up.
Love that.
That was a great alley-oop. Y'all like
yeah.
this is Jordan and Pippen right now. This is incredible. But I didn't know that. Like that is amazing how
yeah.
two organizations with different outlooks but with the same ending goal.
Mhm.
And you guys are actually working together to make this happen. And
That's the
Mr. Williams, the type of services that you are creating and you are connecting with others to help
Mhm.
create, what is the impact of those services in the community?
For really, it's just the education of resources. I
Mm.
find that because I've been working in community work for about 2 years now, so I'm a little bit newer. But just the information of the resources that are out there, I think, is one of the biggest issues that we run into in this type of work. So really, just
Wow.
getting that information out and letting people know, hey, these resources are available. If you're starting a food business. We got Lakeshore Flavor. That's another organization that is geared towards food entrepreneurs. So there is just a ton of untapped resources really here in Muskegon, especially for entrepreneurs that I'm trying to kind of be that central hub and bring them all together so people just are aware of what's available to them.
That
I think there's kind of a reaction. It's like people aren't aware of things, so they
Mhm.
don't know who to go to.
Yep.
And then if you get in touch with one of our organizations, it's like we are turning on a fire hose because here's all these things. And sometimes people don't know what to do with that either, though. Like it gets to be too much. You can get a mentor from SBDC or from SCORE, and you can access funding through pitch competitions or through, grants. And you start peeling off all the information, all those services and I think one of the things that both the Hub as well as Access Health do really well is to be able to walk alongside people. Because
Yes.
sometimes when you're just like, hey, there's that stuff, it's
yeah,
all out there, you need to
that's
figure
a
it
big
out.
thing.
It is hard, yeah. So,
Mhm.
Ricardo and I have known each other for years,
Yeah.
just a few. We both worked at MCC at the same time, Muskegon Community College. And I think when I took this role and I heard that you were at Access Health, it was one of my first connections
Yep.
because we are both networkers and it's not about me, it's not about him, it's about the community. And what can we do together to make our community stronger?
Exactly.
That's see that I didn't know about the little history right there.
Mhm.
That's what's up, man. That is awesome. But Ms. Langlois, to go back to you real quick,
Yeah.
what is the how can I put it? What is one of the most sought out classes in the Innovation Hub?
That's a good question.
I would say the two top things we always hear people need, money and mentoring. And so
Mm.
for the mentoring, again, we have the one-on-one counseling that we can do here, but we also really frequently recommend getting access to mentors through either SBDC, which is the Small Business Development Center. You can just go on the website and Google them and they'll come right up. Or the other one is SCORE, which is a group of volunteers that take people under their wings and give them one-on-one coaching
Oh
to
wow.
do anything from develop a business plan to how do you pivot maybe or how do you grow your company. So both of those organizations we really recommend for the mentoring. And then for the money aspect, we keep an eye on grants that folks might be available or eligible for. I know Comcast just had the Rising Star grant.
Mhm.
Start Garden does a lot of pitch competitions and they have their 100 Ideas event that they're in the middle of right now. 10 folks locally will win $20,000 each. So we're talking
Yeah, that's
significant
amazing.
funding. So we just try to keep that information going out to the public too. So our two top things again that we really hear people need is the money and the mentoring. And
That's
now a little
great.
Shout out for Northern Initiatives. They're another great partner, and they do financing and coaching. So there's a lot of agencies out there that really want to get support and services to those
And
entrepreneurs.
that's and a few that you just named off, I've never even heard of.
Okay,
You
so
know what
you're
I
got
mean?
that. Now we got that fire hose for you.
Right,
Yeah.
man. That's like I'm like, oh,
Oh,
let me write this down.
we're
Yeah.
gonna turn it on.
Need
You're gonna
this
get it
that
all.
information. But that's amazing. That's awesome, man. And they can all anybody, the community can just come to the
Mhm.
Innovation Hub Monday through Friday at between what times and what days?
We open at 7:30 and we usually close at 6 p.m.
Dang.
I say that too.
That's crazy. Wow. And Mr. Williams,
Yes.
with your great position at Access Health, your it's almost like you open opportunities for those in the community. Like it's almost giving that person that chance in that game to finally make a play.
Oh yeah, that's 100%. That's my personal philosophy, like beyond work and everything. Every interaction I meet with somebody, I want them to be better off after meeting me than they were before. So if
Mm.
I can improve their life in any way, I do stand-up comedy, so laughter is a big thing for me.
What? Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, laughter is a big
the
thing for me.
Access Health program coordinator is a comedy man.
Yes, yes.
Oh man.